Welcome everyone to this daily update on Money Squared YouTube channel. I suggest you to watch this video with 1.5x speed for better viewing experience. Let's start with gold. Gold has retraced from yesterday with a move up. Very tricky move because I think it was because of FOMC yesterday. Today we have insane news on GJ, Swiss franc, USD later. Yeah, it was a FOMC meeting. Fed rates kept the same, so that's why gold moved up, because the Fed didn't cut the rates yet. Weekly has now started to be flip bullish. I was anticipating a move down, but I was not aware of the meeting of Feds, so that's why. And then yeah, we broke the lows yesterday, came back after the meeting, we just shoot up on this range again. Now we are approaching this resistance. We closed with small wick yesterday, huge volume. Now the body candles are just being printed smaller and smaller around this major resistance on the 4-hour as well. So I don't think, as long as we don't break these highs here, I don't think we will have a move up. However, if we break these highs, we can easily have a move up because we have a clean traffic. But seeing all this move, I think we are due to a retracement and then move up if the overall trend for gold is still bullish based on the Fed's rate. In the 1-hour time frame, however, we have previous 1-hour closed bullish right at resistance. We have a support right over here, and we are at the moment basically just inside this range. We need to close above here. For buys, we need to close below here. For sells, we can close below above. If we come back close back inside the range, we can look for sells. But in this type of ranges where it's just so much indecision, I don't prefer to take sells. Same can happen for the buys. If we close below and then come back inside the range, we can technically look for buys, but it has to be very clean traffic inside the range, which at the moment is not. So we're just gonna wait for breakout and closure, and then break the highs for buys, break out to the downside closure, and break the lows for sells. That's about it for gold. Straightforward. I'm just gonna put two alerts quickly here. Whenever price approaches this area, I want to be notified. Otherwise, while it's inside this range, I don't want to even spend time looking at it. On GJ, on GJ, monthly candle has just continuing its bearish momentum. I was saying that on the yesterday on this weekly, after this weekly previous week closed like this, I was saying that even though I was saying that maybe we're gonna find some sort of support because we closed above here and the traffic was already clean, but it didn't turn out like this. Price has already break the lows of the previous weekly candle. Today we actually did that, and after yesterday closure, we had an insane closure yesterday, and yeah, we just kept going. We entered this pool of liquidity here, these wick regions, and then we just tap into that region, and then now we're bouncing back up. We have to be very cautious about buys and sells, because sells is very tricky because we're already rejecting these areas, and buys it's also very tricky because we can just reject and then form some resistance and then move to the downside. So we need smaller time frames. On smaller time frames, we have this 4-hour candle, which we tapped. Just clean this. Which we tapped almost this level. Yeah, it's quite tricky. 4-hour now form support, and yeah, it's not gonna be easy at all on the 4-hour. One scenario that I'm looking for is a wait to form some sort of resistance and then look for sells, but we have this clean traffic for buys, so we need to check the 1-hour time frame if it's giving something. No, we are just like in the 1-hour, we can see that we were inside this range. We break out, we tap this resistance like If we close above here, potentially we can have some buys, and then daily will close bullish, just tapping this level, cleaning all these orders right over here. Maybe something like this, but it's not so clean. So fresh from the start, I believe once we break above this level, closure above, break the highs, we can look for some buys till this level here. Or because we have clean traffic, if we break above, come back inside the range, we can look for sells inside the range to retest the low. And then obviously if we close below here, we can look for some sells on the break of the lows, but that is very tricky. So yeah, that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys find this video helpful, and yeah, 30 minutes is already printing that resistance, so we can have that move to the downside inside the range. But I want to have I would like to have this resistance printed in 1 hour, and we just opened the 1 hour, so yeah, it doesn't look so healthy. Gold the same, gold is just inside the range. We already have the plan on gold, tapping, breaking out in either these regions to check. So thank you for very much. Bye bye.